What's up everybody? Tiffany Outdoors here today. I want to build a small scrap wood lumber rack. Come with me. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
On a U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Boo.
What? Okay, so y'all, at the time of this filming of this video, 2x4s have gone back up again. I mean, they were like $5 and they were $6. Now they're $7. I just, it's getting very expensive to build things. But I want to build this lumber rack and I am short a 2x4. So I'm going to have to go out and get one 2x4. I did get some 2x3s. I think I can build most of this with 2x3s, but for the base of the lumber rack, I do want to use 2x4s for the length because of the, the stoutness of them. And then for the depth, I'll use the 2x3s, which is no big deal. But yeah, I'm definitely going to need to get another 2x4. I'm starting off with my pencil and paper. That's where most of my stuff comes from. So I'm going to have the lumber rack is going to be right here. It's only going to come out 2 feet, but it is going to be 6 feet. And then from there to there is 6 feet. And that's going to be just the right amount of space for that. I didn't want a gigantic one because you see my shop is small. I have a small workspace and I don't want to have this huge gigantic thing and taking up more and more space. Like I said, limited space. That right there, that's another project that I'm working on. That trash can, I don't know where I'm going to put that. I'll probably put that on this side over here just to get it out of the way, or maybe here. I don't know. It'll go somewhere other than there because it can't go there. And like all my other things, tables and things, it's going to be on casters. I have to have it mobile so I can move stuff out of the way. It'll be dark in about an hour or so. So what I'm going to do is, I really need that 2x4. Well, I can still do some other stuff. I can cut the smaller pieces and then the uprights and get that all cut, and then work on some other stuff. But man, I really need that 2x4. Shucks. Yeah. Okay. I went somewhere. All right, I ordered some stuff. Let me show you guys what I ordered. I got some stuff. Okay, this I didn't order, but I did get this from Walmart. That's the temperature out here in the shop right now, right at 60 degrees. I'm gonna hang that up later on. I got some stuff for some things for the table saw, or some things that I feel like I'll need for the table saw. I got this, a dust bag for my miter saw. Got that. I hope this fits. I couldn't find, they don't make my miter saw anymore. That miter saw is like probably 25 years old, my miter saw, so I couldn't cross-reference the dust bag for it. But anyway, I got a universal one. Hopefully this fits. We'll see. I ordered this slot cutting bit for my router. Ordered that. I got a new RZ mask. And I love these RZ masks. They come with a carrying case, and it's got some extra filters and things in there. And yeah, needed that because I'll be creating some dust for sure. What else did I get? I've got this keyhole router set to make some keyholes. Cool. Yeah, I didn't order that, but I got it. Ordered a push stick, although I do want to make my own push sticks, but in order to save on some time and before I can get familiar and comfortable with my table saw, I went ahead and ordered this 3-part kit, which comes with this push stick, this grabber thing, which is cool, and also featherboard, which prevents kickback, which is awesome. And it came with all this hardware and stuff. So that's the stuff that I ordered for my table saw safety stuff. Y'all can't wait to use these things. But for now, I'm gonna go over and see if this fits my miter saw. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, I did go ahead and go get some 2x4s, and I got more 2x3s. I've got more than enough lumber to get this started. Started off with 1/2 inch. Is that 1/2 inch? Let me see. I think it's 1/2 inch. Let's see. Yeah. Start off with 1/2 inch 4x8 sheet of plywood. I had them cut it in half lengthwise because my cart's going to be 6 feet long, 2 feet deep. So there it is. I'm going to have to cut some length off of that. I'm going to go ahead and do that and start on the base. Okay, I've got my board cut down to length. I did like, instead of the full 72 inches, I did 71.5 inches just to give myself just a little bit more space in between the wall and the edge of that other pegboard where this rack is going to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the base. So I'm going to use 2x4s, all 2x4s and pocket holes for the base. Instead of taking a tape measurement, I'm just going to lay my board on the base where it's going to be, and then underneath, scribe my line from underneath, and then I cut it. Y'all, it's super windy out here today. I am so sorry. There's nothing I can do about the wind noise. I'll make this quick. So I went ahead and made some braces in between here, and now I'm going to take my caster there and mark where those holes are going to be so I know where to drill my pocket hole screw so it won't interfere with the hardware for the casters. Alright, so I'm pushing the caster as far this way as I can. Then I'll mark the holes, and then I know where I can put my pocket holes. There we go. So now I know I can put pocket hole here and one here, and it won't interfere with the holes for the caster. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish marking these and then drill my pocket holes. Alright, I got the base all screwed together. Now I'm going to pre-drill my holes and go ahead and attach the casters. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I'm going to flip it over and then attach the base board to the frame. Alright, what I did was I clamped the board to the frame or the base and just flipped it over, and then I'm going to screw in some 1 1/4 inch nails or screws all the way around. And I also, let me come in close, I also marked on the side here where that cross member is, that 2x4 there is, so I know I can have some screw down area going down that way. I did it there, and I also did it down there. Alright, let me go ahead, go around, put some screws in, and get this thing screwed together, and then we'll go on from the build from there. I'll show you what I've got planned next. Alright, for one side of this is going to be for flat boards and sheets of wood, like for instance 4x8 sheets of wood. I'm going to take a 2x3 and make a lip so that when I stack the sheets on, it doesn't slide off. So I'm going to put a 2x3 on top here, and I'm just going to drill some pocket holes and attach it that way. Now I'm going to drill the pocket holes. Got the board clamped on there. Now I'm just going to drive in some 1.5 inch pocket hole screws. Alright, I've clamped that board that's going lengthwise. I clamped that down. That's going to be my stopper where I'm going to put these uprights. And each one of these uprights is 4 feet tall. And I drilled pocket hole screws on one end. I'm just going to butt that up against the board there where the 2x4 is underneath and go ahead and screw those down with 1.5 inch pocket hole screws. Alright, this is what I've got so far. Now, I think what I need to do is put up a brace, like something that's going to angle from here to here so that when I put the boards in and they lean, that's got something to brace up against. So I'm going to put some boards at an angle from there to there. I don't know how long to make them just yet, but I'm going to figure that out right now. Alright, I got my braces cut and I've got the angle cuts on them. I went ahead and did some pilot holes and started the screws on each one. And I'm just going to put them on this side and screw them all in. I hope this works, y'all. Alright, yeah, that works. That's nice and sturdy. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to do the other 3 and come back to you. Got all the braces in. Now I'm going to cut and measure a top and then just screw them straight down in there. And then I'm going to move on to the next thing. I'll come back to you when I get that done. Alright, before this thing gets too much heavier, I'm going to go ahead and move it into the workshop and finish everything else up in there. Because the more wood I put on here, the heavier it's going to get. But I have the top cap. I have pre-drilled and pre-started all of the screws. I'm going to take that into the workshop. And then I'm going to move this in there too. Alright, got that top cap on, got that on. Now I'm measuring for some little lips for here, so I've got those measured out. And I'm going to attach those with some pocket holes. And each one is going to have that lip there, and I'm going to attach it with 1.5-inch pocket hole screws. And then I'm going to attach that board there. I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the rack itself. The next thing I want to address is that little opening there. So I've got some of this little hardboard stuff, so I'm just gonna cut that and just cover that little section there. I might go in between here too and cover those up. That way I can have separate sections for different types of wood, and that way it's not falling off the cart itself, and it's not shifting over and moving stuff around in the other two sections. Alright y'all, the sun has gone down. I'm out here in the workshop, got my lights going, as you can see, got the heater going. It's enough to knock the chill off just a tiny bit. It's still cold in here. It's 50 degrees. It's still 50 degrees in here, but this little heater is doing a good job at knocking the chill off. Alright. Now I'm going to finish putting this thing together, and let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and use the 1.5-inch pocket hole screws and screw in these lips, and then I'm going to use my brad nailer and use some 1-inch brad nails to put those dividers in. Alright, now I'm going to clamp these in place so it doesn't move on me. And I'm using some 1-inch brad nails. Okay y'all, this is the back side of the rack. Now I did put a lip here, but I left it open on these ends here and here to make it easier to slide wood up there, because I do have some big pieces of scrap wood to put up there, and you don't want anything in your way for that. So I took this last piece of the 4x8 sheet and cut it in half in two 1-foot sections. One section I'm going to put along the bottom. That way when I'm sliding in those big pieces, it won't get caught on these uprights here. And then I'm going to come up some ways and put the other piece. I'm just going to clamp it and screw it with some 1 1/4 inch screws. Wow. Y'all, I couldn't be happier with this thing. I couldn't be happier. One sheet, one 4x8 sheet. I made it work. Wow. All right. Now I'm gonna put this in place over there and move some stuff around, make it look neat. And when I'm done with that, I'll come back to you. Alright, y'all, got it in place. I do want to do something, though. I need to do something. I'm going to load this up, but this is where it's going to go. And you see it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and there's still plenty of room for me to walk around here in the shop, which is amazing. And if I need to get anything, all I gotta do is just pull this out. It's got these nice casters on it that help with moving it around so easily. And I'm just gonna load it up with all this scrap wood that I have. And be happy with that. Yeah. gosh, y'all, I'm loving this. All right, and then I got a bunch of scrap 2x4s here. And some other little pieces of scrap wood. I went through and pulled out all the scrap wood that I had laying around, so I got all that. So I'm just gonna put that over there. Or I can lay it down, whatever. I do whatever. Fit across there? Nope. But I see where I can put maybe another piece here so I can lean these in there. But you know what? I'm going to call this a success. I'm very, very, very happy with this build. Oh man, so excited about it. Alright, just for safety's sake, I went ahead and tied a piece of paracord around, put cup hooks on both ends, and then tied off on that end, and on this end I put a quick link and some knots, so that way if anything happens that can correctly, or if anything happens it'll catch that and keep it from falling all the way down, crashing to the ground. So, y'all, this is awesome. This is amazing. Alright, I've got all the wood loaded up on here that I'm going to put on here. And I'm just going to push it into its slot. There we go. Easy as that. Yeah, that paracord's going to keep things from falling. Which is awesome. Alright, y'all. Oh gosh, yes. Y'all, I cannot be happier with the way this came out. Y'all, my goal was to make it out of one piece of 4x8 sheet of 1/2 inch plywood. I wanted to make it as economical as possible, and I did it. Absolutely did it. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six 2x3s and 2 2x4s to make this. I mean, y'all, this is easy. If I can do it, I promise you can do this too. I didn't think I would be able to do it, but I did it, and I couldn't be happier. Alright, y'all, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.